Welcome to I'm Sick of Your Shit podcast. I'm Cash.
What up, Cash?
You got a go
What's up, Ray? Ready to fucking jerk. What's up, Cash?
Put a hat on.
I'm KC.
You have to be correct.
Oh, y'all gotta do me like that every fucking week.
There you go. You need a popper.
Cash, I'm on your ass. I want you to know, Cash, I'm on your ass.
I swear to God, I was gonna let it go.
Oh, how the fuck you know how old I am? Now you fucking with me. I'm sick of your shit.
Jay-Z is absolutely correct.
You can't throw that up and not say that Kanye's first album is not a classic. Stop it, Ray.
He was in the forefront, but I'm talking about you was the bad boy Jeffrey.
Man, you was on that West Coast dumb shit.
Ray is full of shit. I'm sick of his shit. But they stayed fucking down. Let's fucking move on. I'm sick of y'all shit.
There's definitely something wrong with that.
Cash,
Right, would you like to clear the air in your hat? You got light bulbs in your beard?
I'm doing a split. It's
No.
a split between Silent Night.
Take them out. The milk and cookies weren't in the house.
Hey, cheers. Cheers. Pussy can be a gift, but dick can't be a gift. So now you don't know what the fuck a nigga on the side is.
Your attention.
I'm sick of your shit.
Welcome to episode 29 of I'm Sick of Your Shit. Tonight is talking about New Year, New You. We're going to get a little bit into Kanye West once again. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, a little bit of nothing. I don't know. Let's bring them on and see what they're talking about tonight, right? Somebody, here we go.
Hey, good evening, America. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of I'm Sick of Your Shit. Starring Cash, myself, the jerk, and Holly Rod.
And then he comes in like,
What up, Ray? Hey,
we got to
treating my nigga.
We got to choose one.
Nah, this the move. This the move right here, man. I'm a bad boy supporter in this episode, man. What's up? Why y'all acting like that, man? What the fuck, Ray? I come in with some P. Diddy
Ray
and Mason.
came on like super official. I don't understand.
I just want to say this, that I would never come on to this show playing death row music. It's strictly bad boy for life.
I knew that before I made that decision, and I said, you know what? This is an opportunity for me to be the bigger man and be a better friend. So it's no problem. Cash, you know I'm kicking it every fucking week around this motherfucker. What's the deal? I'm sick of y'all shit.
I bet you cannot
always come in.
say one sentence without cussing.
Just always comes in so belligerent for no reason.
Bro, I'm a fucking wordsmith.
I'm going into 2022 a much calmer Ray, much better, much mature. This is me being the new Ray already.
So you gonna fucking lie to the people like that, bro? Do you hear this nigga, Cash? Do you hear this nigga?
I hear him.
Hello, Cash. How was your Christmas holiday, Cash?
It was great. Thank you for asking, Ray. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
You got like a soft color on, and you coming in all soft. I see where you're going.
I'm not feeling none of this bullshit. Cash, let me tell you something. I've known this nigga long enough to know that he is setting us up. He's setting us up for some big play during the show. He will not remain this calm for this show or the new year going forward.
Look, I don't want to be the one that be like, it's bullshit. So, hey, I'm with it.
The devil cannot
New
speak
year,
for
New
me.
Year.
God bless America.
God bless America. Now this nigga's fucking Donald Trump. Okay, so look, Cash, what's up? Was you naughty or nice during the holidays?
I
mean, a little bit. Gotta keep it. Right.
Please, producer, take this nigga out the screen. What the fuck?
Somebody got echo.
Yeah, somebody.
I think it's right.
I muted mine. It was still echo.
All right, so who's next?
Okay,
You muted, and I don't hear echo now. Do you hear echo, Cash? Right now, testing, 1 motherfucking 2, 3.
Mine's on mute.
What are we doing?
And there's no echo.
All right, well then, what's up, man? Y'all gonna ask me about my fucking Christmas? What we doing?
How was your Christmas, Holly Rod?
You know what, man? I lied to y'all. I told y'all that I was just gonna enjoy and have family time, and I worked the entire holiday, bro. I actually was putting in overtime and working, so but it was a good Christmas. It was a good holiday. I did actually get to go to my in-laws for dinner, and you know, I got me a couple of presents, so I'm good, man. I feel blessed, and I got a lot of work in, got a lot of shit done. Let's go. 2022, I'm ready.
Do you not know what your name is? I see that you had to wear a T-shirt with your name on it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me scoot back so we can get a zoom in on the gambler shirt. This ain't nothing but just another fucking piece out of my wardrobe. Everybody knows that I'm self-centered and I love myself. I have a lot of confidence, so sometimes I like to self-promote, and I felt like that today. So Ray, I'm sick of your shit, bro. Don't be putting me on the spot like that. You over there in an all day I dream about sex shirt.
Oh, okay. Is that what we gonna call it?
Is that not what the fuck it is?
You thought about that yourself. That was clever.
That was clever, nigga. That's from the 80s.
I dream about sex. That was clever.
That's not clever.
I'll give it.
Not clever. Okay.
That was clever. Wow.
I don't like the
so that's not. Wait a minute. That's not fucking clever. And y'all always like to tease me and call me old. Ray, if you don't understand that was the abbreviation in the hood for Adidas in the fucking 80s, I'm not gonna do this with you, bro.
I never knew that. Did you know that, Cash?
Cash, you never heard All Day I Dream About Sex?
I have not heard that in a long time. Like, you just like brought it up for me. But no, I mean, yes, I've heard
he's old.
It's been a minute.
Killer Mike had a whole song. Killer Mike had a whole song.
When was that song?
Called Adidas.
When was that?
All day I
when was that?
Dream about sex. The name of the song was Adidas.
I never listened to Killer Mike.
When was that? Was that a while ago? You're just proving this point.
It was a while ago, but what I'm saying is it originated in the 80s from a while ago.
Okay,
I
don't understand.
I was listening to Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams, CeCe and BB Winans. I was listening to music like that.
It's too far now.
So
it's just
so here's what we need to do, Cash. Here's what we need to do to make sure that everything is balanced. Usually the producer would take this nigga off the screen because he's being too improper. The producer should start taking this nigga off the screen with this super try hard proper shit. Ray, cut the bullshit, bro. You probably never listened to more than 2 Kirk Franklin songs in your fucking life. Stop that, bro.
So you wasn't around during the coronavirus, I see, because I was actually listening and playing gospel music during that time. So yes, I do. I love gospel.
So wait a minute, Ray, we you know, we started the season in September. We started season 2 in September, and we were still in the middle of the whole pandemic, the whole crisis with the coronavirus.
No, he wasn't.
And you've been.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. The mask mandates have been lifted. It was not the same. I'm talking about when everybody was instructed to stay at home. I was playing gospel music on Facebook Live.
And so what happened? I'm asking what happened after that then, because that was like 2020 shit when we was on lockdown and in quarantine. What happened after that to where when you came on this podcast during season 2, you've been full of belligerent punchlines and inappropriate material all season? What happened in between that to get you where you at right now? Cash, is that not a good question?
That's a great question.
It's a fair question.
Yeah, it's a great question. I just got to the point in my life where I felt like I'm too old to be acting immature and doing things like that.
You got to that point between last week's episode and now?
Yes. I looked at
so then this whole
myself.
thing.
I
Was
looked
there
at
something
myself.
that happened? Was
I
there an
watched the
event?
show. Yeah, I watched the show and I was disgusted with my behavior. So I said, I'm going to be a new person.
So
I'm so sick of
from
him right
last week's
now.
episode, because Cash, here's the thing. We haven't found out how Ray's Christmas went. Ray, how was your Christmas holiday, and what happened in between that to get us to this point right now where you fucking fronting?
Nothing. My Christmas was wonderful. My kids
There was an event.
what they wanted. Everything was beautiful. Like I wouldn't take nothing back. God bless America.
Ray, did you get somebody pregnant
Producer,
on the side, and maybe you got a side baby on the way, and you're trying to protect your public image? What's going on? What the fuck's going on?
If you don't mind, I actually had a suggestion with the show. If we can change the name from I'm sick of your shit to I'm sick of your stuff.
I'm done.
because I'm sick of y'all shit is too damaging or vulgar for your new image.
Definitely.
Too much.
Cash, go ahead and summon the producer again. Go ahead and summon the producer again, and let's move on because I'm sick of this nigga shit.
Because I'm sick of his shit too. Because this is just at first I was ready to encourage it, but now he went too fast. He went too far. It just went too far, and I just can't. I can't do this.
What is he doing? Is he doing like some new soft and gentle stature, some new pose? Ray, what the fuck are you? Look, you got the people in the comments talking about they about to report us now because this ain't what the fuck they tuned in for. What happened to all of that shit where you was talking about this is good content, this is good for increasing engagement? What happened to all of that shit, Ray?
Sometimes you just see yourself and you say, I need to change.
Oh God.
I ain't doing this, man. I'm about to hit this weed.
All right.
I ain't about to do this. So Ray, let me ask, wait, Cash, before you move on, let me ask this. Okay. Ray, does anything that we normally do around here, will that be offensive to you now in this new you? I'm about to spark up some weed. I got me some yak and some wine to the side, like always, and we're gonna be real belligerent.
He might call the people on you.
I can only pray for you, brother, that you can see the things that you do and you want to change. That's all I can do. I can't make you do anything, but with me being a different person, that definitely encourages you to be a better person as well. You know, we have to encourage our friends to be different, and that's what I pray for you.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. Cash, go ahead and move on so I don't ruin the moment. I know he's faking.
Yes, please move on.
I don't want to ruin the moment and block my blessings. Right. Let's do it.
Okay. So I can never say her name right. Jerry Epstein's girlfriend. What was it? Maxwell? Lizzie Maxwell? Whatever her name. But she was just found guilty. So, I mean, I think we all kind of saw that coming. Huh?
She had some sex trafficking charges or something that was centered around that.
Yeah, she was. Hold on, let's pull them all up because she had quite a few. I don't think anybody was surprised that she was found guilty. I think a lot of it was surprising that came out in this case. You really? Are you?
I'm surprised that they found her guilty because white folks usually get away with sick shit like this, and I'm surprised that they actually found her guilty. So I'm surprised.
I'm sorry, I just saw Ray's name.
When you say white people get away with sick things, are you speaking from personal experiences?
I'm trying not to react.
Ray, what are you talking about? Personal experiences? How can I speak from personal experiences? Because I'm black, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's fair because you're a black man speaking on white people's lives.
What I was just talking about was that history has shown.
Is that what we're doing?
History has shown that there have been a number of sick incidents that they've kind of slapped, the white defendants on the list for. I do know that some, there are a lot of criminals that pay the price regardless of your race. But I'm saying that I'm surprised that this Giselle woman that got found guilty of some of her charges. And I don't know what the details are. She had some charges. Go ahead, Cash.
Well, she was found guilty on 5 counts of conspiracy and abuse of a minor, faces up to 70 years in prison. So that's
so I am. I'm shocked. I'm a little surprised about that because that's not normally what happens in these situations where you got high profile people with money and power. That's usually not what happens in these situations. But I will be interested to see how she's sentenced.
Yeah, now that's the part. Because Jerry Epstein never made it to sentencing, so
because he killed himself, right? That was kind of
suicide. Yeah,
he committed suicide. Do y'all believe that?
Yeah. No.
You believe that he did?
Not at all.
You don't?
No, I don't believe that he did.
Ray, do you believe that a man would commit suicide and forego or forfeit his opportunity to get into heaven since you love the Lord? Let the Lord change you.
Why would you?
Committing suicide is definitely a sin, and it's not, we do not appreciate that in heaven. So it's my understanding is that when you do commit suicide, it takes away that opportunity for you to go up to heaven with your loved one. So
I cannot do this with him, Lord. Okay.
This is interesting, though. This is very interesting. So Ray, let me ask you this. No, this is very interesting because I'm gonna get this nigga to crack. Trust and believe me, I'm gonna get this nigga to crack this fucking act that he's doing before we done with this episode. Ray, let me ask you this. Today is Wednesday. When is the last time you've been to church, young brother?
I went to church earlier today before I joined the show. We have church on Wednesdays and Sundays.
So you gonna lie? You gonna lie on yourself when it comes to church? You told us that you went to some physical therapy or something that had to do with working out.
No, I said I had rehab. That was rehabbing my mind, rehabbing my life. That's what I said. Thank you.
All right, you got it. You got it. All right, you got it. You did say rehab. All right, you got it. But I'm gonna tell you right now. So you say you went to church tonight?
Yes.
What church was that? Shout out to church, man, so all the people can go and get their word from the Lord. Go ahead.
Macedonia is where I belong. I'm a long-standing member of Macedonia. Pastor Brooks.
And where is that at?
Like to come and
where
appreciate
is that at?
the word. It's off of Linwood.
Where is that at?
Off of Linwood.
Can you give us the address?
You want the exact address?
Well, I mean, just for the people, you should be promoting right now. You should be doing God's work. You should be doing the Lord's work and trying to promote and get people to your location. So I just want to give.
If you would like to come to our church, please come be a guest. Macedonia, 1700 Linwood. Thank you. Like I know where my church is.
Somebody in the comments said Ray the Pope, and oh, hold on. My guy Jazz is in the comments. He says, I'm a member of Macedonia. So wait a minute, Jazz. Is that the church?
Not Macadamia.
I'm sorry, Macedonia. Jazz, is that the church that me and my wife attended when we was in town?
It is.
Because if that's the case, Ray, I know you lying. You wasn't at that church tonight.
Let's turn our Bibles to Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. And it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And at the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Jesus Christ.
So let me ask you this then, Ray. Who is the pastor at that church?
Pastor Brooks.
Jazz, is that the pastor's name? I think that is the pastor's name, but I'm gonna check Jazz just to make sure you ain't just saying some shit. You might just know the answer to that question. Jazz, is that the pastor's name? Macedonia? Look at Sean G. Sean G in the comments talking about, amen. Hey, Sean G, I'm sick of your shit, bro, because I know you niggas are not into church, going to church on a regular, or into religion, especially Ray the Jerk. Ray, you are on some bullshit. It's common knowledge. So Jazz tells me that the pastor is common knowledge. Everybody knows who the pastor is. So Ray, I think that you got a family member that goes to that church. That's what's going on.
You know what? It's punk motherfuckers like you that won't let me be a different man. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. I want to be a changed fucking man. I want to give my life to the Lord, and this punk motherfucker want me to be like him. All right, fuck it. Let's go. I'm sick of his shit because I can't just love the Lord and change my goddamn life when I want to. Fuck it. Let's go. God damn it. What the fuck we talking about today? This is the last goddamn, this is the last goddamn motherfucking episode of the year. We're going into 2022. I'm still gonna fuck ugly girls. I'm still gonna fuck retarded girls. I'm still gonna fuck deaf girls. It don't make a goddamn difference. I'm fucking you in 2022.
All right, now right now you got to change your name because you just went back into your character and who the fuck you really are. But I do got a question for you. Why are you still banging? I know you ain't. You got to be lying about that, right? You're not really banging ugly and fat and retarded women anymore. That's some shit that we did when we was younger.
I do it to deaf women though. If you never done it to a deaf girl, you should try it.
Bro, stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop this shit, bro. Stop this shit, bro. Are you for real? Right? You ain't never done it to no deaf chick, bro.
I've done it to a deaf girl. I done.
This is what. That's what I come back to.
Well, welcome fucking back. Well, hey, Ray.
This is what I come back to, for real.
Welcome back. So listen, Cash. I'm sorry that I had to try to break this nigga down because he's not gonna do this live on the air and be embarrassing us like this. We've been trying to get this nigga to stop being inappropriate all fucking season, all year, and he refused. And then he does this.
And when I decided to change my life, remember, Cash, when I told you before, when I wanted to go a different way in life, he would not accept it. Remember I told you that? Look at it again.
You told us that.
It's like when I want to change.
Wait a minute, stop this, Cash. Stop this.
What? I didn't agree. I just said I remember the story that he told.
True story.
Calm down. I didn't say that I agree.
He told a story about stop the violence and how I refused to let him go in that direction. Right. I did, and I actually admitted to that. But what we also talked about in that episode was that I'm no longer there because at the time he was bringing up some violent acts that I was a part of.
You're no longer there. But when I just wanted to change my life, you would not accept it and let me be a different person. You want to keep me being the same belligerent Ray instead of allowing the Lord to remake me.
Okay, that's when you go real far.
That's
see, like I'll be with you, and then you like tiptoe way too close to the edge of bullshit.
Because it wasn't that at the time. I didn't believe in the stop the violence message coming from him. This nigga was one of the most violent niggas that I knew growing up. He's not.
You just get tired of that.
No, let me say this. He's not plenty a nigga out. He's not plenty a nigga out over the fucking years. And at the time, I'm just gonna be honest. We'll bring it back. Y'all brought it back up, so let's just say it. At the time, I thought that it was a ploy, one of his many ploys. I thought it was another ploy to trick women out of pussy. I really did.
It always seems to come to that for you. Like, exactly. I swear.
No,
like every story.
Wait, no.
No, it does.
Cash.
Thank you, Cash.
The truth of the matter is, Cash, the truth of the matter is, for a long time in our lives, it always came back to that for Ray the fucking jerk.
How you
like Ray the jerk. No, I can speak for this nigga because I've known this nigga since we was fucking teenagers. Ray the jerk used to go to great fucking lengths to trick a bitch out of her panties. Now, Ray, are you going to admit to that? Because I've admitted to some of my ways of the past. Are you going to admit to that to the people live on the air and to our lovely queen, Cash, live on air? Are you going to admit to some of your fucking tactics?
I don't need it. It's okay.
Oh, okay, Cash.
We can move on.
Cash, you don't need the admission because you.
Because
like
why?
Because
I what? What you say?
Cash, he wants me to live in the past so bad, and I moved on. Like he's an informant. If you want to be honest,
we know that he's told us.
Oh,
he's
see,
told
like
us.
somebody said, Holly snitching on live. Exactly.
Always, he stays busy.
So listen, I was snitching on live, but I was just trying to tell y'all what the actual argument was about and where I thought he was in terms of the Stop the Violence movement. But that's no longer the case. You know, we've moved past that. And so all I'm saying is
I had literally a real life moment where I said I want to help my city in a positive way.
And I believe that when I say it's no longer the case, I'm saying I no longer feel that way, the way that I felt at that time.
I'm glad that you accepted me after 10 years.
You proved, bro. It's been well before 10 years. See, you know what? See, that's the shit that I'm talking about right there. Cash. All I'm saying is when he brought up the fact that I didn't fucking believe in what he was trying to do at that time, that didn't have nothing to do with tonight, where he came in with this "I am a servant of the Lord" vibe. That didn't have nothing to do with tonight, because tonight I know he was full of shit, and that's the bottom line.
Okay, calm down.
This is coming from a man, people, that has his name on his shirt. I just want to point that out.
That's bothering him, obviously.
I don't hide nothing. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't hide nothing from the people. Everybody know what you see is what you get. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna act like I'm a certain way. I
see you got yourself back in Facebook jail. How's that feel?
You back in jail?
How's that feel? He back in jail.
Shit. Why y'all do that?
You said I would be back in jail before you, huh?
How long you get?
So it's interesting because this is the first time I've had multiple restrictions from Facebook. They put me in jail from posting and commenting for 7 days, and they said I can't participate in any group activity for 30 days.
Yeah,
damn. Yeah, they gave you the big boy.
So here's what's crazy.
What you do? What you say? What you do?
That's what I'm gonna allude to.
No, we're not gonna allude to it. Just say what you did. Just say what you said, or what happened.
Cash.
What's up?
Cash. If you shut your gold bald head ass up.
Oh wow. Producer. Whoa. Wow. Shit.
That was far.
He does not need to come back to this show for 10 minutes, producer. He needs a break.
Write him up, because that was
not necessary to speak to our queen like
belligerent.
That. You don't see Stephen A. attacking that little Mexican girl on first take.
He's back already? I'm not comfortable with him back. I don't know. I feel really attacked.
Wait. Let me.
This is why you in jail. Is that why you in jail?
That's why he's in jail.
You attacked another woman the way you just attacked me?
Cash. I wanted to say that because you've been on my head.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's just give him a moment to think about, what's going on.
You see how calm it gets when he's not, exactly. It's just so.
You know what? The show is much better without him. Maybe we can get a replacement for him next year.
I know. Maybe we need to look into that.
Yeah.
We need to.
He's angry. I can't speak.
Listen,
you bald headed, like.
I mean, listen. Bald headed ass, it was just.
Shut your bald headed ass up.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
Cash.
Wow.
Cash, let's go on and speak about our topics, because let's act like he's not here.
Wait, y'all not gonna let me tell y'all what landed me in jail?
Cash, what's on the show?
A legendary man died, yesterday. John Madden. I'm sure you guys are familiar. That's a really big blow to the sports community. How are you handling that, Ray? Are you okay? I mean,
if you want me to be honest, I don't give a fuck. You know, rest in peace to Madden, but I don't know him personally. I'm not one of them people that, get all
I
attached
was
to
trying to
shit.
build it up and make it
Yeah.
sound all pretty, but
Rest in peace. He was a great coach. He was a greater sports commentator, football analyst, and then of course he's named after Madden, which has been going on to be the best football game in video game history. But as far as me feeling any type of way, nah, I don't
can I
know.
ask like a honest question?
Sure.
Like I know, like
Yeah,
was
don't
he
ask
really?
Roll. Ask the show
Yeah,
because
not at
I
all.
don't want you to get attacked.
Was he really that good of a coach? Like he was like that legendary of a
Yes.
coach?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yes.
Super Bowl winning
Okay.
coach.
Yes. Listen, not only was he a Super Bowl winning coach, John Madden won every 3 out of 4 games when you look at the numbers.
Oh, okay. Who did he coach for?
So
Like, what was
so
his major teams? What?
his big
Raiders.
the Raiders.
Oh,
That was his big claim to fame. And the thing about it is, I know Ray said he don't give a fuck, but I do kind of because I'm a
oh,
big video
that's
gamer.
cool.
I'm a big,
Producer.
wow, this is what we doing. Go ahead, make them comfortable. Listen, producer, they just tried to kick me off the fucking show. Like, we need to talk about this shit in the meeting. But let me
Yeah,
talk about
we
John
do need to
Madden.
talk about it. Go ahead, though. We do. It needs to be
So
addressed.
listen,
But go ahead.
it'll be real brief. All I'm saying about John Madden is John Madden, not only did he have that legendary coaching career, and the sports analyst career, but John Madden is responsible for the culture of many generation of young folks just through his impact in that video game franchise that started. A lot of us, and Ray included, a lot of us, when we brought up video gaming and playing football, it was always about John Madden football. John Madden is, if anybody doesn't know, his claim to fame with the video game world was, at one point in time, video games were very limited. They didn't have 11 players on the field at one time when
You
you were
said this was gonna
playing
be
on
brief.
offense and defense. It is brief. This is brief compared to usually I take like 10 minutes. This is very brief. I'm almost done, Cash, if you just allow me. See, I almost went there again, but just allow me to be done. John Madden's claim to fame with the video game world
Right.
was there were video games that existed for football, simulation football games. They didn't have 11 players on both sides, offense and defense. They asked John Madden to endorse a video game, and he said, until y'all figure out how to make it like real football, where it's 11 players on both sides of the ball, I'm not putting my name associated with it. So that turned into and grew into a whole franchise of video gamers in the football world. So rest in peace to John Madden. That's all I want to say. Cash, you didn't have to do that. Ray, you didn't have to start looking down at your phone and checking your text messages and your notifications from all of the social media sites.
Actually, what I was doing was getting information on John Madden. That's what I was doing. That's all. It wasn't like I was trying to
So
disrespect you in
angry.
your long
Okay, wait a minute. Wait.
comment
Ray, I
regarding.
thought you took that fake mask off where you acting like you just so fucking calm. Stop doing
We
that.
don't
We
want to
already
set
know.
you
We
off,
passed it.
nigga.
Right, you
God
called her a
damn.
bald headed hoe. I don't want to be
I did not say that. See, Cash, this is the chance where you're supposed to be sick of his shit because
What?
I did not say that.
It went over the ball headed hole quick, didn't it? Like,
right.
But
usually
Cash,
how
you've
my
been bullying
relationships
me
work.
all season.
You know?
You've called me Holly
Who?
Umar.
I haven't done anything to you. I just made an observation. You
You
called
called me
yourself Holly
old and
Umar.
weird.
Ray called you old and weird.
No. I didn't call him old and weird.
No, don't
I called him old and weird. Did I?
No. Someone in the comments called him old and weird.
See, and you tried to blame me. It
Yeah.
wasn't me. We just laughed at
Cash,
it.
I'm gonna run the tape back.
I really feel
because
like
you
this
called me
show,
old and weird.
this show
Now
would
I
still
did
do
laugh at you
numbers.
going for Facebook jail, but that was it.
Yeah, this show would do numbers without him present.
Yeah,
So
you know.
so now y'all want to kick me off the show just
I mean, we're
because I
gonna talk
called
about
Ray
it.
out on his bullshit
We're
Not
gonna talk
and I
about it.
called
not necessarily kick you off, but give you a different role.
Yeah, behind
like
the
what?
scenes,
Like
maybe.
what?
You know,
What could be my new role in the I'm Sick of Y'all Shit podcast franchise?
um,
What will be my new role?
Like,
maybe if we have like a angry guest on, we kind of throw you out there to
right,
yell
like the
back
mad
at them.
rapper. Tell him why you mad, son. Yeah, something like that. And you come on,
Yeah.
you do a little segment, and then we
Yeah,
kick
yeah,
you back
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, the
We
yelling
should
has to
try that.
stop at
Producer,
some
let's
point.
try that. Let's
Yeah.
bring me and Cash on the show, kick Holly right off, and then we're gonna have this angry customer, angry
Yeah.
bird.
The angry corner or
Yeah,
something.
the angry corner, and we'll bring Holly Rod in and say, hey,
Yeah.
tell us why you mad, son.
You get like a 10-minute rant. You get it all
Yeah.
off your system. You have your drinks ready, your blunt
Yeah.
ready. 10
Right.
minutes, get it
So
all
would
out.
this be something? Would this be something where I'm a reoccurring guest, where I get to be on every episode?
Yeah. Every episode, you get your angry moment because
Yeah.
we can't take 2 hours of this shit. We can
And
do
I think
10
it'd be
minutes.
really good for you. You have like this platform where you can yell, you get it all
Yeah.
out. You save it all up during the day.
So
during the week.
basically, what y'all want to do is y'all want to reduce my screen and stage time to 10 minutes.
Hello.
Well, see, yeah. And it's not even necessarily you, it's the yelling. It's all it's just a lot,
The alcohol
So let me ask
abuse.
you this.
Yeah. That
So let me ask you this. If I stop drinking live on the air and I lower my voice,
are you though?
would it still work? I'm just asking. Let's
What are
hypothetically
you?
Probably
speaking,
not.
Cash.
Let's
No.
not ask questions and make
Yeah,
scenarios
because
that are
we
never going
want
to be
you
real.
we want you to be yourself. And we think
Yeah.
that if you stay angry, you stay drunk, that will work for that segment, the Angry Corner, starring Holly Rizad.
So listen,
Or whatever you want to
do y'all
call
see the
yourself that
comment? Do you see one of our commenters where they are calling Ray and Cash the Judas and Devil in a Blue Dress?
Yeah. Okay.
We can always cut the comments off.
Yeah, who's this Casey Lee? You can
Right.
be out of there with him. You can be in the corner with him.
So Casey Lee,
Y'all can have
Lee,
a whole little corner group. You can call it Holly's Corner. Y'all can have t-shirts.
So Casey Lee, which one of them is the actual Devil in the Blue Dress? Because I'm not going to assume it's Cash.
He can't even type that fast.
Typing
with one finger.
Let's just put it on record. Not only do y'all bully me week after week,
try that.
Y'all like to bully our viewers and our commenters week after week the same way that y'all fucking bully me.
I'm not bullying Casey
fucking
Lee.
Crazy.
Casey Lee
like now, look, now
Casey
now
Lee
the
came for
commenter.
us. Now did he name call us?
Casey Lee
look, now
does
he said he's out.
Casey Lee does a lot of great things for Kansas City and the community. I can never bully him. He does great things. I can't bully him. But if he wants to make comments like that on the show, we have a place for him.
It's called Holly's Corner. Over there in the corner.
Hello.
So you know what? I do like that idea. I like that idea.
Oh
of Holly's
my God.
Corner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need my commission, please.
You do? Okay, so let's go ahead and initiate that right now. So, producer, remove him off.
We'll let you know.
I like that idea, but I like that idea maybe for.
So you think you're gonna get an extra 10 minutes of yelling? So you think you're gonna do 2 hours and then 10 minutes of yelling?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I like that idea maybe for a future format. For tonight, let's just go as planned because none of us, Cash, come on, wait a minute. Neither of us knew that Ray was going to come on here acting like he saved all of a sudden. So we've been impromptu.
But from that, it came some good ideas because now I'm kind of feeling this whole,
right.
reducing
for
your
this
time.
episode. Yeah. For this episode, y'all want to take me off the screen and only give me 10 minutes.
It's nothing personal. We just have a different outlook on how the show.
It's a little personal. It's
and be successful.
Personal.
We see a way that we can build the show, make it bigger and better, and gain corporate sponsors if we remove you off of it. There we go.
Oh, look at it. Oh man.
When we're talking like this is like coffee and cookies. It's calm. It's like the talk. We can go back and forth.
It's like a black talk, nobody's yelling, nobody's drinking a ridiculous amount on air. Like, how are we supposed to get sponsors like that if you drunk? Like, that just don't work.
So, Kansas City, let me introduce you guys to the Angry Corner, starring Holly Rizad. We're going to bring him on. It's a new segment that we're going to do on the show. If we can have him come on and he's going to tell us what's going on in the world, why he's mad. Let's bring him on if we can.
Tell us why you mad.
Oh, he's not there. Okay.
Oh, did he? Is he pouting? Is he not? He don't
We'll,
want to
we'll
come
come
back.
back. We'll come back to the angry corner. So, Cass,
All
what's
right.
on the agenda today?
All right. So we had our Chiefs win this weekend. Uh-oh, what's up? What we doing? We got a note from the producer?
Nope, we good.
No? All right. So we had a Chiefs win this weekend. I know that was pretty major, especially like with all of the players that we had out sick. I know we were all kind of worried if they were going to pull out that win, but they did. So, Ray, you want to speak your little piece about it?
Yeah, the Chiefs. They played great against the Steelers. I did not expect that particular outcome. I'm not going to lie. However, it was great seeing that Patrick Mahomes can throw to other receivers and not necessarily depend on Hill and Kelsey, because Hill only had 2 catches, and that was at the beginning of the game. After that, he was kind of shut out. So to see that's what I've been looking for with Patrick Mahomes, is to be able to connect, build that trust with your other receivers, because if you do go up against Bill Belichick, I will tell you this. He knows how to defend Mahomes. He knows he's a defensive guru. And when we played them against back when he had Brady and he literally took away Hill and Kelsey. And Mahomes just wasn't ready for it. It was like, fuck the other receivers. Our coach was able to take away 2 receivers. And, it's crazy. But definitely a great win. We got who we got this week? We got the Bengals. And you know what's so crazy with the sports analysts? I don't get how they disrespect Mahomes so much. And then when they win, here come Monday and they back on his team again. Because somebody said Joe Burrow was better than Mahomes. And I'm just like, huh?
Isn't that kind of like the nature of the game, though? They only love
Who
you
is
when
Joe
you're
Burrow?
winning.
Who is Joe Burrow, the quarterback of?
The Bengals.
Mm.
Yeah, and one said that they would choose him over Mahomes. I'm just like, how? Joe is he's a good quarterback, has a good arm, but you have done nothing for your team, seriously. You're still fighting to even get in the playoffs at this point. We are in the
What's
playoffs.
what's what's y'all record right now? Y'all on top of the AFC West and the AFC right now, right?
Yeah, we're number 1. We're 11-4 right now. 2 games left.
11
11
and
and 4.
4.
Yeah, we have a whole game
So
lead.
Ray,
So it's
when we first
Bengals and who
started the
else?
season,
Bengals and Denver's left,
Okay.
both on the road.
so and you feel like y'all gonna win them too, because when we first started the season, you said 14-3, but then you changed that to 13-4. You feel like y'all gonna win out?
We could win out. I mean, Cincinnati, like I said, will definitely be a great game because they have a potent offense. But Andy Reid, he's definitely a good coach. He knows how to make adjustments. He knows, how to attack weaknesses in their defense. So we get past, the Bengals. Yeah, I see us being first place. We went from last place in AFC West. Everybody saying, "Oh, the Chiefs are done. Oh, the league has figured out Mahomes." And I actually said it. I said, "No, they haven't. Mahomes just needs to learn how to go to the shorter routes. Stop, wanting those big touchdowns. Take those 7-yard passes. Take those 4-yard passes. Let your receivers cut them up. We have the speed. We don't have to do 30-yard passes all the time. And since he's done that, it's been a totally different offense."
Yeah.
Got a question, Holly. Who's your team?
I don't have a team anymore. I just watch football just for the love of the game. I used to be an avid Denver Broncos fan for years, and I took a political stance with the whole Kaepernick shit, and then they didn't sign Kaepernick, so I say fuck the Broncos in today's time. Ray, he's gonna talk some shit because me and him, we got into a lot of battles over the years when I was a Denver Broncos fan, but that's where I stand right now. I don't really have no team. I don't have no allegiance to no team, and I don't root against the Chiefs like I used to. I used to root against the Chiefs, but mostly that was a rivalry between me and my pops. So, I root for the Chiefs now. I like to see the Chiefs win, and it's a special moment, man. anytime.
He said,
Yeah.
once a Bronco, always a Bronco.
Look, Casey Lee ain't even loyal to you no more. He said
Oh,
he
that,
unfriended.
That's cool.
Ali ain't loyal. All that, they didn't sign Kaepernick bullshit. Okay, get over it, nigga. You a Bronco. We kicking your ass now. Because when y'all was back there kicking our ass, I had to deal with the shit. Now we got it's a new sheriff in town. He don't want to take these ass whoopings.
You know what, Ray? I ain't got no problem with that. If you want to direct some of your vengeance towards me now, now that I'm claiming to no longer be a Broncos fan, and all of those years where the Broncos kicked the Chiefs' ass, now you want to get me back for it. I'm cool with that. I'll accept that.
Thank you.
Look, he's already
Is
calmer.
this?
See, we put him in the corner, and look what happened.
Yeah, that's
Look
what I'm
at him.
asking. That's what I was gonna ask, Cash. Is this kind of the new format of the show where if I come in and just
you still down to your 10, but I like the new direction you're trying to take. I feel
all
it.
right, well let me save
I
some
see
of
some
my
growth.
time then.
Yeah, I see some
Let me
growth. I
save
appreciate
some of
it.
my time then, because I got some other shit I want to say.
You only got 4 minutes and 32 seconds left.
Yeah, so
No, wait a minute. Wait. Right
No.
when y'all started this fucking wow.
Go ahead, because you just eating into it. Go ahead, keep going.
Y'all just started
You might
this
want to save it.
experiment. And since y'all started this experiment, it's only been about a minute and 45 seconds of my talk time.
It's been 6 minutes.
You don't realize how much you talk. See, that's the problem. It's another problem.
Let me look at the producer.
You always say it's been like, just give me 10 seconds. Your 10 seconds turn into like 5 minutes, and you don't even realize it.
All right, you know what,
That's
Cash? Y'all setting me up right now, so I'm gonna just be quiet. What else we got?
Oh no, don't be quiet. You got 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, you're getting kicked off the show. So you better get it
out. He'll be gone. Better get it out. So, okay, I'm ready to talk about this. I feel like it's been long enough. If you have not seen Spider-Man, I suggest you mute the chat, walk away for a second. I don't know what to tell you, but it's
I haven't seen it, but I don't care if you ruin it because
that's good.
I'm watching from home.
Then that's good. But I feel like it's been long enough to where we're going to talk about it now.
How this nigga watching it from home? He's bootlegging because it's in theaters only.
That's between him and his God.
Right. Well, you the whole snitch out here.
Yeah, I like to report motherfuckers.
There was no reason for you to say that part. Like we all kind of figured.
Wow.
Okay, so then let's talk about. Let me just give my opinion. I ain't gonna spoil the movie or nothing. I think Spider-Man ranks amongst the top 3 MCU movies of all time, and maybe amongst the top superhero movies of all time. Yeah.
What is MCU?
That's rough to say because it's
been
so many
the Marvel
franchises.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe, which basically is that storyline that started with Iron Man up until now, where they cross-reference and bring characters in to the same storyline. It's a universe that they've started.
I think you have to pick a favorite Spider-Man franchise because it's been 3 different ones.
3
now.
In our lifetime, we've seen
Peter Parker 3.
We've seen 3 different. We've seen 3 different Spider-Man franchises in our lifetime. And let me just go on the record to saying, I said this before that I'm a comic book kid, but Spider-Man has always been my favorite character overall in the history of the world, right? And so I've been very tuned in to Spider-Man over the years, right? And there was a point in time because Sony Pictures owns the rights to the Spider-Man character and likeness. And so, am I using some of my screen time right now? You know what? If it's Spider-Man, then that's cool.
Let me ask you this: so, is this Spider-Man the best one out of all of them?
I'm going to say yes. So there were 7.
So, Cash, what about you? What you think?
There were 7.
That's tough. Nick, you done? That's a little tough. I really like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I just feel like because we were younger, so it just has that familiar feeling, and he was like the first one to kind of do it. But I don't know. I like the new guy too. I think the second guy didn't really get a chance. I think we kind of kicked him out like really prematurely. Amazing Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was really good to see him.
And are you into the comic book
I don't
movies?
know.
Real heavy?
Say it
Me
again.
or Cash?
Are you into Cash? Are you into the comic book movies? 'Cause I already know you are, Ro. Are you into the comic book
Yeah,
movies heavy? Oh, okay.
yeah. So
I think that
I don't
this
know.
I think that this Spider-Man ranks amongst the top just because of the storyline, what they were able to accomplish with bringing the villains and the superheroes from other franchises into this whole multiverse variant storyline that they've been pushing with this next phase in the Marvel universe. It was a great movie. I agree with you, Cash. I think that Tobey Maguire was one of my favorite Spider-Man characters, and there were a lot of elements about this particular Tom Holland Spider-Man franchise that I didn't necessarily agree with, but the fact that they brought into the MCU universe the whole concept of variants and different multiverses and timelines, different versions of these superheroes, and they put them in one movie, that shit was dope as fuck.
Right. I would have to say, I think one of my favorite superheroes, man, that's hard because I do like Mega Man. I mean, not Mega Man, Iron Man a lot. Um, I think I'm more of a X-Men movie lover than I am with the comics. But I still do watch them. Like I watched all of them. Some of them I kind of fell off. Doctor Strange and some of them other people I kind of like, what's going on here?
What? I love
Yeah,
them all. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like you said, I was a
I'm the
real big
same way.
comic book kid, so I don't know. I enjoy watching all of them,
yeah.
but I don't know. It's so sad. We're moving like into a new phase where like all of our old favorites have like died in the movies, and I don't know. It's just really
Yeah,
sad.
the Spider-Man aspect of what they're doing right now is you know we haven't had that many reboots of our favorite characters. Like there's not been another Iron Man on the big screen in our
Right.
lifetime, like Robert Downey Jr. So they were able to kind of bring that in and keep the storyline, and I thought the shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But let's move into a little commercial break. Give Holly a second to think about his last thoughts because I think he got about
Hey, I
like a
wanted.
minute left of his time. So yeah, let's go to break and you
All
get that
right.
together there, buddy.
One minute I feel shit, next minute I'm the shit. It get under my skin, kinda just like a tick. Some people make me sick, I'ma just bite my fist, I'ma just wet my wrist. Fuck a nigga till he lit. This doesn't need a caption, I'm a real bitch, you have one. Hate all you want, little bitch, these bands I got, you won't get a fraction. I'm sorry that you lost, boy, I'ma go down like Jackson. Hooks on hooks like you wanna just call me Captain. You high, yeah, then you feeling low. That you gon' go up and down, kinda like a yo-yo. Like can take you higher, till you feeling low. That you gon' go up and down, kinda like a yo-yo.
The popper at the mall is going down. The popper at the mall is going down. Yellow's hella active, got it popping for the town. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? It's going down. Slides, hoodies, jerseys, t-shirts, repping the town. I'm KC from the trunk and the ground. Started at the View, now I'm booming through the town. 86 at Ward Parkway is going down. Don't forget 1809 Vine is downtown. Store number 2, spin planet change. All I do is hustle, I don't play too many games. Prospect Ave, all we do is cruise. Come up to the store, buy some merch for your shoes. Gates and Sons, yeah, I made a deal. Had a little dream, then I made it real. Now I'm at the mall, Activella. If you need directions, you can call on my cell. The popper at the mall is going down. Yellow's hella active, got it popping for the town. Meet me at the mall, 8600 Ward Parkway. If you didn't make the grand opening, pull up on me. Spin Planet, you hear me?
Pull up on me. Spin Planet. Yeah,
hey, right.
What up?
Right, let me ask you something, bro. Now, and yeah, I had a serious question, but never mind. Never fucking mind. Go ahead, do your thing.
I got sauce too, came with that gang till my rain get up, shine.
Okay, we're not gonna do this. Okay, so before we move into our main topic, I do want to like circle back to this trending topic because like this has to be addressed. Okay, so there's this couple, and in the clip, she is talking about how they handle their finances. Do we have the clip like so that y'all can see this foolishness?
Bring that clip up, producer.
Started foolishness.
I did.
Started foolishness.
I did.
Anytime we talk.
So we both pay bills, but he pays for all of them because my check direct deposits into his account. So he can like have all the money in one place and we can save and stuff. And he like has investments that he invests our money into. He gives me an allowance of $100 a week. Like if I need more, I can ask for more, but you know, normally it's just like $100 a week for like food and like random stuff I want to buy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We both pay for stuff, but you know, he handles all the money as the man should.
Okay. Okay, what's up? Where we at? Where we at with it? Cash?
Whew. I took notes like during this little clip because okay, first of all, there's three issues I have with this, okay? That it's his account that she's depositing her check into, not a joint account, just his account.
That's
account, one problem. Okay. His account, one problem.
All right.
Second problem, allowance of $100 a week, right? And if she needs more, she can ask. So by her saying ask, this leads me to believe that she does not have access to this account, right? Then and then with it itself, $100 a week. $100 a week for a grown ass woman. $100 a week. All right.
I'm going to say this. She's lucky that she gets that.
Oh. Whew. We were so in sync earlier. Like we were so here. And then like now
Look.
Okay, wait. Let me all right, let me say my piece. So I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with how this couple chooses to manage their finances, right? I think that's something that every couple has the right to, and really.
I do want to know that they are not married. Also, not married. But go ahead.
Okay, they're not married.
No.
Which you can have your own opinion about that. Lord knows all of the people in our audience know I got my own opinion about that. But what I'm saying is this: however they choose to manage their finances is fine. I don't think that there's no standard or any type of set way that a couple is supposed to manage their finances. That's all fine. Cash, I don't understand what your issue is. She says she gets $100 a week allowance.
Just the fact that she is depositing her check that she works for into his
Yeah,
account. It's not a
but
joint account. No, listen, it's not a joint account.
She said that she feels like the man should
Hmm.
handle all of the finances.
So at
That's the
any
way
point, if he wants to get up and he dips out and he leaves, where does that leave her?
Kind of like how what you women be doing with the men, right? When the man pays all the bills and your check goes into a savings account for just you, kind of seems like it's about the same.
Right, go to hell, because you know good
And
and
you know
goddamn
what? I'm
well.
not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. What I want to say is, if you go into the relationship, or if you are at any point in the relationship, I understand protecting yourself, protecting your own self-interest and your welfare and your well-being. I understand that. But if you make a decision such as that to be with somebody, you shouldn't be thinking about contingency plans and that sort of a thing, because that
No,
just
you
invites the
shouldn't.
wrong
But
type of energy. But
so he
let me
can
let
make
me
the
let me make my
commitment
point.
to handle both of our money, to take all of our money. I can give him that, but we can't be married. We can't have a joint account. Like, I don't understand why it's going into his account. Like,
So
what in
let me
her
ask
right
you this.
mind?
Let
What?
me ask you this.
Ask it.
Let me ask you this, Cash. Do you have more of an issue with it going into his joint account, or him being responsible for handling all of the money?
I have a problem with it going into his joint account. I have a problem with her having an allowance to where she has to ask for money that she has earned. That's fucking crazy. Now I could no, I'm not even gonna say I could see it if she wasn't working. But okay, let's say she wasn't working and this was just money in her account, that he was giving her allowance from. Okay, that's a whole nother different situation. But this is money that she is actually earning. These are her paychecks that she is now having to turn around and ask somebody else for allowance from it. That's fucking ridiculous.
I'm gonna be
Like,
Well,
honest.
it's not. It's
I'm
go
gonna be
ahead, Ray.
honest. I'm gonna be honest about this subject. I feel that it is stupid to put all of your money into somebody's account if you do not have access to it yourself.
there we go.
I do feel like it's stupid for her to get an allowance when she should be able to have access to the money and
It's
use it,
her money.
yeah, and use it
That's
as she
crazy.
sees fit. Those two things I have an issue with. Him taking care of the finances, I don't.
Yeah, that's not
Because,
the issue.
yeah, that's not the issue. But those two things,
Yeah.
that I wouldn't
Because
do
she
that in
didn't
my
say,
relationship.
because you have to like really listen to her wording. She didn't say that I put it into our account. She
Right.
said his
His
account.
account. Yeah.
And then she said I get an allowance and I can ask for more. She didn't say I can get more. She said I can ask for more, which
Yeah.
means this grown ass woman has to go to this man and justify her purchases of
Yeah.
her own for her own money. Like what?
Yeah. Those
And
those
he's
two
sitting
things
on
I
the
don't
bed.
agree
Do you
with.
see his face as she's telling this? Like he's sitting there looking like, yeah, like I got this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looks smug. He looks like he knows he's getting over. Like, I look,
But as
kiss
I
me,
said
mate.
as well, I don't think that it's fair, in my opinion, that a man pays all of the bills and a woman deposits her check into her savings and is allowed to basically stack her funds. And she would say, oh, it's for a rainy day for them. But let's be honest, if something happens, she's not giving that man no money. She's taking that money and she's splitting, which has happened. So I don't even like that scenario when couples do that. This is my opinion. If they do it, that's on them. I wouldn't do that shit. Everything is going to be 50-50, straight down the middle. I don't care who disagree with me, but I'm not gonna be paying every single bill and you putting all your money up for savings and say, oh yeah, just in case something happens. Nah, fuck that. Nah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I'll
that's a
stay
different
single.
conversation.
I'll stay
But
single.
that's a different conversation. But I think this one is just like,
But it's not though. It's
that's
it's like
crazy.
it's almost an identical a scenario though.
I
You
mean,
know,
it is, and
It's almost so. Let me say this. Here's my stance on it. Right. I think that every couple has the right to decide who's going to handle the finances and that sort of a thing. But it boils back down to trust. I just talk about my relationship and my marriage. I trust my wife to handle all of the finances because she was a math major, so she can look at the numbers in a way that I'm not going to be able to look at, and I ain't got no problem with anything that I got as far as assets, money, or any of that. I trust her to handle all of that. I ain't got no problem with that because I feel like she's a better person. She's better suited for that job with her skill in being able to look at the numbers. And she works in the finance industry. So I think that every couple has the right.
to figure it out.
And as far as what Ray's issue is, it being his or her account and not having access to it, I think that just goes back to trust and how deep you are in your commitment to the relationship. Because I ain't got no problem with it. Yes, I have access to certain accounts, but even if I didn't, even at a point when I didn't have access to those accounts, this is who I've chosen to be my partner. And I think that everybody has the right to do that.
okay, so Ro, if she
Wow.
put all the money into an account, you put all your money into an account, and you have to go to her for an allowance and ask to use it, you'll be okay with that?
Yeah, I think I would be okay with that because if I've entrusted her to handle the
Wow.
budget and the finance, I'm just being honest. If I've entrusted her to handle the budget and the finance in our household, I don't spend a
But
lot of
shouldn't
money,
that
right?
trust go both ways? Shouldn't
It
she, or
does.
in this situation, shouldn't that person trust you to, spend your money how you see fit?
Ro, I'm just going to be
It
honest. I'm sick of
does.
your shit. You have turned to a fucking simp. You have turned to a goddamn simp. And it's nothing disrespectful to your marriage because I love your union. You love your trust. But you're
Yeah.
telling me
That's
you
wild.
would be okay with your money going into an account and your wife saying, "Here, take $100, and if you need more, you come to me and ask me,
Ask.
you
Yeah.
pussy."
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
add that
would.
part.
And the reason why, Cash, let me just
I
explain
don't
myself.
believe that.
The
I hear
reason
what you're saying, but I really don't. I mean, and I get like you trust your partner, you love your partner, but like for real, like you just gonna have complete blind faith over all your finances, all that.
Yes, because in my situation now, you pointed out that this couple that we looked at, they're not married. In my situation, I've said vows before God, and how we choose to manage our household in a number of different areas. That's on us, right? And I have to trust that I'm the leader of this household, so I have to trust that I'm making the right decision. Here's the thing: if my wife being a math major, she works in the finance industry, I fully trust her to handle the numbers, to handle the budget, to handle the books.
I
And
get that, but
wait,
I
let me
mean, you're just
wait. Let me finish this. Let me finish the point. What I'm saying is it's not something for me. I'm just speaking for personal experience. That couple, I don't really know what their situation is, but this is not a situation where I just blindly trust my wife to do this because we just started it, right? This is a situation where I've seen her at work. I trust her. I delegate her to handle that part of our household, and I
okay.
don't require. Listen, the thing about this is the way I took it, where she said I get $100 allowance, and if I need more, I can ask for more. I didn't take it like
Okay,
if
you're
it
a
made
simp.
sense. Wait. I didn't take it like he would actually tell her, no, you can't get no more.
No,
I
he
didn't
didn't.
take it like
He
that.
didn't. She didn't say that. She said I have to ask. She never said that.
Right.
She
It's
said
not
yes
even
or
the
no.
fact of what he would say. It's
Yeah,
just the fact that
he has to
she has to
ask.
go and ask for her own money.
And let me respond to a comment, couple of comments. First one was saying it could never
Okay.
truly be 50-50, but each person should know where the money is going. The second one, if y'all split bills 50-50, do you split household duties 50-50 as well? 50-50 responsibilities with children. Let me answer
Right.
those two. Yes, it can be
All right, go
50
ahead.
50 because if both people are working and you have a joint account where all money is going into that account, you allocate money for savings and then the rest goes towards paying bills. Technically, that's 50 50. It's not that this man is taking all of his money and then you're taking your money and putting it into savings. No, you put it into one and then you allocate into savings for you guys. When one person is saving for a rainy day or for the future or for retirement, I don't trust that because that tells me something may happen. You know, you're not supposed to think about it, but something happens. That person has all that money, not me. I
Mm-hmm.
have heard stories of this actually happening. So, yes, I feel like both people can put their checks into one
And I
account
agree with that, Ray.
and you allocate it. So it would be
Right.
50-50. And then
That's what I'm
second
saying. I
question,
don't see what the problem was with it being a joint account
yeah. And then
as
second
opposed.
question,
Yeah.
do you split household duties? No, no one is going to be like, oh, you do this, you do that. Not at all. Let's be honest. In most relationships, there may be someone who loves to cook. So they'll take over the cooking duties, regardless if it's a man or a woman. Me, I'm a cleaner. I'm a neat freak. So I would do majority of the cleaning. And my wife, my girlfriend, they would know that. That would be me, cleaning
I
the
mean, that's
house.
still
Your
kind of
girlfriend,
splitting it
nigga. You ain't
because
got
you're
no
kind of
wife. Don't
delegating.
start doing that. Your
But
wife.
no, shut
Don't
up.
start talking at my
I,
wife
I,
shit, nigga.
I said if it's my wife, learn how to listen. And Cash, what I'm saying to your point, I'm not delegating. I'm saying I'm more of the cleaning person, but I'm not going to say, oh, let me handle this. You go do that. No, if she wants
I
to
get
clean,
you.
she can clean. If I want to wake up one day and say I'm cook dinner on Wednesday, I'm a cook. I don't believe in assigning roles in a relationship.
I mean, I don't know. I just think you have to do what kind of works best for your relationship. And some
True.
people, they might
That's right.
need that
Yeah.
assignment of roles just so that things
Very
don't
true.
fall through the cracks. But
Yeah.
where other people, like you said, okay, I'm gonna do this, so she'll know that and she'll pick up the slack here.
Right.
But
And that's
I
what it
just think it
is.
depends.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like I know he likes to clean. I let him handle that. I may like to cook, so I'm gonna handle that.
Right.
We're going into now a role where back in the day it was the women who cooked and cleaned. Now we're going into men love to cook. There's a lot of men who love getting on the grill, love to cook. Great. Whatever works
Yeah.
for your relationship, that's what works.
But
But
As
that's
long as
my
it ain't no
point though,
bullshit
Ray.
like in
Like
that clip
if
though,
if
because that was bull.
but that's my point though, Cash. Like if that works for that couple, what's the problem?
Okay, it might
it's
work,
no
but
problem. It's no
we
problem.
can't.
We're just giving our opinion about it.
Yeah. But we can't act like that's not some bullshit. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if there's
We
no
just
women
feel
that
like
are
it's
like,
bullshit. Right. We feel like it's bullshit.
So, with that being said, then I feel like y'all saying the way that I run my household might be bullshit because I ain't got no problem. Listen, anything that got to do with money, my wife handle that. Now
That's
she
great.
not gonna say,
I was referring more to the allowance part. We get your wife is smarter than you. Well, I'm
all right,
referring
go ahead.
to the allowance part. You saying that you would be okay with your wife giving you an allowance. That's the part that I'll be like, oh,
right.
red flag.
Because I'm
That's
not
it.
believing
Listen.
that.
If
I'm not believing that.
in that situation, I wouldn't even need $100 a week.
You sure? Because you drink a bottle every day.
Yeah,
And
but
I
that's what I'm
know
saying. That wouldn't be to me.
How
I
much is
wouldn't
that
think that
bottle?
that's part of the allowance.
how
To
much
me,
is
I
that
wouldn't think that
weed?
that's part of the allowance.
But how much
The,
is that bottle?
How much is the weed?
that would be already included in the budget for the household. I
Oh,
wouldn't
How do
think
you
okay.
that that's
know?
part of the
You
allowance.
assuming.
So the
You
100 is
assuming.
extra.
Like if a nigga wanted to buy, for instance, right? I'm just giving y'all an example because I'm a gamer. If I wanted to buy some shit on a video game or something, to me, that's what that $100 a week allowance will be
Here
allowed
you go,
for.
honey. Go
If that
buy you
makes
some
sense.
video games. Got you. Okay.
Something for leisure, but something that's
Yeah.
already budgeted. Motherfucker, y'all know this because y'all fucking bully me week after week about my drinking. The liquor would already be in the budget.
You'll be
That
drinking under
wouldn't
the
be part of
budget.
the allowance.
Yeah,
But
that'll be
okay.
drinking.
Okay.
Bills,
I feel
drinking.
like
Yeah.
liquor is gonna be like something you're gonna have to buy personally on your own. That's not in the budget.
Do she drink that with
You
you?
know why? Yeah, my wife drinks.
to
You know why you
alcoholics.
feel like that though, Cash? Because
Why?
you're not in
Because I
that
ain't an
sort of a
alcoholic like you.
situation. No, it's not that. It's just you're not in that sort of a situation where somebody else is handling the budget. And the budget, what the budget should look like
If you
for
want to
any
call me
couple.
single, just say that, Holly. Like you ain't gotta
No, 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 no.
do all
That's not
that
what
extra.
I'm talking about.
Oh,
Just
okay,
budget, right?
okay.
I'm just talking about budget. We're just talking about the dollars,
Cause
the
keep it
money
cute.
spent. When somebody is putting together the budget for their household, for their business, for their operation,
I think
whatever it
liquor
is
is
that is,
under the. It's not a need. It's a want. You know.
it's
So
but that's
that's
not what
not.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about necessities versus wants. I'm talking about what you spend money on monthly on a regular basis. I think that something like liquor and weed would be included in that with anybody that does an effective budget. If this is a
I feel
reoccurring
like that's.
expense,
I feel like he's gonna say, "Get that out of your allowance."
She said
and
liquor
that's
is a weed
fine.
in the comment.
That's
She said
fine. I'm just
allowances
talking
work in
about.
her relationship. And I want to ask her, Shalise, I know her, if allowances work because you overspend. Is that why you are okay with, having the allowances to kind of limit your spending?
And do you have to ask for more, or can you just, or do you have access to more?
And that's not a married couple. I don't think they're married. I think they have a good, long relationship, but I don't think they're married. Uh, so she said exactly. So, okay, that makes sense. If he's kind of managing you from overspending, because I know that she could definitely go out and spend, based on her upbringing. She loves nice things. So he's saying, okay, you
I mean,
you
I feel
you
like that's
take this.
different.
Yeah, you take this so that way you don't go overboard,
See,
because
she
there
has
are people.
access,
Yeah, there are people who
so she
will,
has access. Yeah.
yeah, they
See,
will
that's different.
they
That's
will they
not
will
a,
eat they
oh,
they
I have to
family
go
out.
and ask.
Yeah, okay.
Possibly.
Deposit on the
You
first
know,
every month, and any additional
I have to
have
ask this. I have to
access.
ask this. There are two different Shalices in the comments with different name spellings. Are we talking to the
Oh,
same
really?
Shalise in this?
Well, no, I was speaking to Shalice Lot, not
Yeah, that's what I
Shalice
was responding to.
Danye. Shalice Lot, because I know her. Well, I know both of them, but I know Shalice Lot. I know that she definitely would spend, if just given the check. She's probably gonna spend it all on a purse. So I can
Well, and
definitely
that's
understand
what
that.
I'm saying. And I agree with y'all on that. Like, having access also speaks to the trust of giving access and that delegated duty too, right? So I don't necessarily think that I would ever be in a situation where I didn't have access to it. But if I respect the role that I've given that person in the relationship, it ain't like I'm just gonna go in there and do it or access it without having that discussion or conversation with my partner.
Do you feel like, if you, okay, you got the allowance and you need more money in a marriage, do you have to go to your wife and say, hey, I need more money for this particular, I want to buy this, or can you just willingly and freely buy what you want without a discussion?
I say yes or no to that, right? It depends on the magnitude, the expense, right? If I need to just catch a Uber somewhere, right, and I use the account that we both have access to do that, then I might not necessarily have that discussion with my wife beforehand. But if it's for something like a major purchase, absolutely. Anything that got to do with a major purchase, and I think that will be the case whether I was the one that was in control of the finances, like that couple said she feels like the man should be in control of all the finances. That's what works for them. So I'm not getting into that. I'm
Yeah.
saying I think that will be the case whether it
Yeah.
was the man in control of the finances or the woman in control of the finances. It depends on the magnitude of how much money that is. And when I say that, it depends on what we have access to in terms of our savings. Because for a motherfucker like Beyonce or Jay-Z, they might not talk about a $400 or $500 purpose, but I'm gonna talk about that in my fucking marriage, whether whoever had access to it.
Cash in your relationships you had and also marriage, did you have to discuss big purchases before they were made?
I would, just because, like, it's a respect thing. We're in a household together, so I feel like if I'm spending over a certain amount of money, then I need to discuss that with my spouse, so that I can make sure that everything is taken care of first before I just go out,
Yeah.
and spend a large amount.
And see, I'm different because I really, and it may just because of the mindset, and I've never been married. You guys have, so it could be my single mindset as far as not being married, not necessarily relationship, but married, where I feel like if I want something, I'm going to go buy it, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to. It's my money,
I
I
mean,
bought it.
under a certain amount, I get,
It
but
could be $3,500 if I wanted, but that's the one thing about
okay.
me though, because I'm not a huge spender. I am more of a saver. Everybody know that. They call me cheap because I just don't buy shit. But
And that's what I was
that's what
saying. I
that's
don't
what
spend a
makes
lot of
me.
money.
Yeah, it makes me. So when I decide to go up and I want to buy something, I'm gonna do it. And it should just be like, okay, babe. You never really spend on yourself. Hey, good job for you. Do it.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. I think we've covered that. She done lost her damn mind. I think we can all agree. Anyway,
Oh no,
so
Ro don't agree
into
with
our,
you.
well, whatever, he good. If he wanna have to ask for $50 every 2 weeks, live your life. But anyway, so we're gonna move into our main topic this evening: New Year, New You. So resolutions. Do you guys usually do them? Like, is that something that you try to do every year?
I don't do resolutions. I've always had the mind frame that if you want to be a different person, you don't need the new year to for that to happen. So I'm not big on resolutions.
Holly?
I've never I ain't big on resolutions. It's been a few years in the past that I've actually had resolutions for myself. So I think I kind of understand the concept of, in this new year, I'm gonna set goals and accomplishments for myself. I don't have really anything specific for this new year coming up as far as goals. I just want to just continue to do what I've been doing, and with my publishing company and then publishing my books and this content. So I don't know. Like I feel what Ray's saying. It ain't something that I do year after year.
Is setting goals the same as a New Year's resolution though?
Um, I would say that it
Probably
is and
not.
it's not. Um, I think when you say like a New Year resolution, I'm assuming because like I'm not really a big New Year resolution person either. I think it's something, a goal that you're trying to set for over the course of the whole year, whereas goals can kind of be time set. I don't know.
See,
Does that
I
make
look
sense?
at
For
it when
me, I
people say,
think.
"Oh, go ahead."
Go ahead, Ray.
Well, the thing I get when they say resolution, I'm thinking of something they want to change, something they may want to
Yeah,
get rid of, something that they want to be different in life. Goals to me is you're wanting to do something in your life. You're wanting to maybe open up a business. Maybe you want to uh, save more, shit like that. A
I
New
don't know. I
Year's
think they're kind of one
resolution.
and the same.
Yeah, New Year's resolution.
no, they're not one and the same. I feel what Ray's saying. Like a
Mm,
resolution is more of something that you want to give up or do differently going into the
Yeah,
next
that's
year.
what I take.
Versus a goal being
let's see.
something overall where you say, in this next year, I want to accomplish this. So I kind of feel with Ray going with it, where a resolution is something that maybe you had a habit of doing, something that you did prior in this previous year or in your life in general, and going into this new year, you don't want to do that anymore. Like
Right.
like like I think one of my first New Year's resolutions as a young child was, I'm gonna go into this new year as a resolution, and I'm no longer gonna bite my nails because I used to bite my nails when I was a young child.
I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect that.
Okay, well then, as a teenager, I just go there then. As a teenager, there was 1 year
To stop
that I had a
feeding
New
it so
Year's
much.
resolution. Yes. As a
How did I
teenager,
guess
I
that?
said, because you're a fucking pervert. Okay, as a teenager, I said 1 year, I think I was like 16 or something. I
How
said,
much were you doing it?
this new year, it don't matter.
It
I felt
matters if you
like
made
this
it a
new year,
resolution.
no.
What are we talking about?
It
3 times a day?
wasn't about reducing it. It was about just getting rid of it, period.
3
I'm
times
not
a
going to
day?
masturbate at all going into
Twice?
this new year. That was my New Year's resolution as a teenager.
Oh wow, damn!
Okay.
Was you jacking off that much?
Exactly. Nobody just decides I'm not going
God
to do it at
damn,
all.
that nigga said I'm
Unless
not
you
gonna
were
jack
like
off
a
at all.
chronic masturbator.
Wait a
You
minute,
were a
wait a minute,
chronic
wait a minute.
masturbator.
It wasn't that I was a chronic masturbator, but when I first started
Chronic masturbator.
masturbating, Ray, and you don't do this, bro. Just tell me if I'm wrong or right on this. When I first started masturbating, I thought that it was something that a nigga wasn't supposed to do, period.
No,
Not
I didn't. I
because
didn't
I'm
think that.
doing it too much.
I didn't think that. I knew I
Why did you
wanted it.
think you weren't supposed to be doing it?
I
Period.
loved that feeling as a kid. You know, I wanted to bust that motherfucker. Shit, you
Why
gonna
did
do
you
Wait a
think you were
minute,
supposed
wait
to
a
be
minute.
doing it? Explain it. Are you like Catholic or something?
Cash,
What's going on?
because we grew up in a very hyper masculine society, right? And so I
So
felt
you can't
like,
even touch your own penis? Like what?
Shit, y'all
yeah,
jacking
I
this
felt like,
motherfucker off.
but I'm just talking about where I was when
I
I
shake
made that
my
New
dick.
Year's resolution.
Y'all
Listen,
niggas is wow. So it's gay to like jack off your own dick. Wow.
I did feel like that. I did
You
feel
felt
like
like
that it was
you felt
gay
like you was gay for
Yes,
jacking off your dick?
for touching dick.
that's wild. Wow.
I'm
You got some
talking
issues.
about my mind frame as a
You
fucking
got some issues.
kid.
Yeah,
What?
you were
You're gay
a
for jack
special
man? Look,
child.
I will get a magazine. I'll beat the fuck out that motherfucker. You hear me?
Yes, I understand that now because
Wow.
the year that I made that resolution, right? We got into
How
like
old were you?
I was like 16,
20.
17
16,
maybe.
and you were like, I'm gay for a Wow.
Yeah, because you didn't lose your virginity till you was 18, right?
Right, stop doing that, bro.
This is
Stop
like
doing
really
that. Listen
like
to what I'm saying.
fascinating to me right now.
Right.
Like
Like what?
I've never heard that one before.
Okay, wait, Cash. Listen to what I'm saying.
I hear you,
At
and
the
that's the
time,
problem.
that I made the resolution, we got maybe a week or two into the next year before I realized that's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. But I'm saying at the time, that was one of the resolutions that I made. It was like, I'm doing this every chance I get.
And you
I'm looking
gay.
at porn.
And I'm gay.
And it's
Oh,
like,
see,
what the
like
fuck
you
am I doing?
like she said, you was a chronic masturbator. Because you said you was
Chronic
doing it all the
masturbator.
time. You had a
Doing
problem.
it so much so
Right,
that
right,
you thought
right,
that
right.
you had grew an attraction to yourself and
I'm
turned
saying even
yourself
if I did it,
gay.
even if I only did it
Wow.
2 days a week, that felt like too much.
You was
2 whole
jacking
days,
off
like
that
all
much
day,
though as a
2
teenager?
days.
2 days a week? Damn. I wasn't jacking off that much as a teenager.
Ray, so you only beat your meat 1 day a week?
I mean, probably so. Yeah.
Y'all got cut off for that. They can't talk about how much they jack it. Is that not appropriate? 1 day a week. That doesn't seem like that much or enough.
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't know.
because I mean I was
It's
actually
not.
doing it. I was doing it to girls. So yeah. I didn't jack off that much, you know. I think I jacked off more before I started having sex. But once I started having sex, then the jacking off the masturbating became less.
Well, yeah,
That was
that makes
different
sense.
for me.
Yeah.
No, it was different for me.
Because I lost my
When I
virginity
actually
at
started
15.
fucking, I jacked off more.
Then you did it more?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you had problems. It's kind of like your alcohol. It's like you drunk 1 cup and you just start drinking more and more.
Yeah, you have like a addiction problem. You're one of
Yeah,
those people
definitely.
that get addicted really easily.
You know.
Maybe you're
Okay,
addicted
so
to
the
yelling. You
question
like the
was,
high, the rush it gives you.
The question was, do we have any New Year's resolutions going into 2022?
Do you want to maybe stop yelling so much? Just throwing some out there. Maybe lower your alcohol intake. You know, maybe
he will pop out of nowhere. Hold up! Be like, oh, shit, damn. Whoa. You know we can hear you.
There's like no build up. There's no warning. None of it.
But no, I don't have any New Year's resolutions, honestly, man. My focus, has it been for the last couple of years, is improving the Kansas City People's Choice Awards. That's literally has been my number one focus. How can I make it better? How can I make it more attractive to not only us but also to white America, to obtain those corporate sponsorships? But how can I make it to where our people will want to attend it every year, even if they're not a nominee, a finalist, if their family's not? Because it to me, it just has that feel of that must attend event. You can dress up. It's a real award show. I have seen other city award shows, and I'm not being funny, but they shit look bad compared to ours. Like the Kansas City People's Choice Award shit, man. It's just top tier, and it's no disrespect to nobody else. Like I said, our shit is top tier, So that's been my goal since I started it, is just making that better, getting us recognized, and continuing to get us recognized.
Talk your shit, King.
See,
fuck that.
You could have just said it in a normal tone.
Yeah,
you did. You don't even notice it anymore. That's
at
how
all.
bad it is.
Yeah, he don't even notice it. Yeah.
You don't even know when you're yelling.
I'm just passionate. So look, I ain't got no New Year's resolution, something that I want to change. You know what? Other than really just continuing to support Black businesses, trying to take that up another notch. Ray, what you do with the awards is fucking phenomenal. Cash, I've been, checking out some of your photography posts, and I just want to continue to support that type of thing. What we do in the community, how we are as entrepreneurs, for us to actually reach that level of success that we destined for, it just kind of starts with our own support. So if I had a New Year's resolution, it would be that, for me to continue to support that even bigger than I did the year before.
Yeah. Always looking for new businesses, restaurants, people that I can support. And it's just something about Black owned businesses that I do want to put out there, is that, just because somebody does not spend with you, it doesn't mean that they don't support you. You may offer something that they just don't like,
That's right.
But they can still, refer. If they know that you do something, they can refer you. Like, oh yeah, I know this person does this or whatnot. So I wish we can change the mindset of what support looks like, because oftentimes we feel that it's lack of support if we're not buying, and it's not that at all. It's been many times where it's been shit I bought, and it just, I didn't care for it, and I don't want to feel guilty and feel like I have to do that in order.
Well, sometimes all it takes is that one referral. Even if you don't buy,
that's all it takes.
It just takes that one referral, that one mention of your name.
That's all
it could change your whole damn life. You never know.
Yep.
I feel the same way, bro, because I have a book series that's out that is real risque, provocative material, and
is
I understand
risque, like RASKGAY, like
what did you just spell?
Go ahead and ask him again, Cash, because what he's doing is he's on some bullshit.
Can you
all
of
our viewers know the point that I'm making is
risque.
The point that I'm making is I have a book series that is real adult material.
Do you talk about your chronic masturbation in the book series? That deserves a book now. You're gonna have to circle back to that point in your life.
Actually, Cash, there is some reference to my chronic masturbation habits, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is,
when did you put the hand down?
Huh?
You said when did I what?
When did you put your hand down?
Both hands up. I used to tell my kids that in kindergarten. Hands up out of the covers. Let's see them.
So again, I don't know if y'all missed it, but I said that when I made that resolution, I quickly realized that that was a losing
They
battle for
still didn't bring that
myself.
hand up. Are you a two-hander? Do you have
Let
a
me
preference?
fucking let me make my point. Thank you, producer, for taking off the screen. The point that I'm making is I have risque adult material in my book series, and even
I
if
would
you are
appreciate
not
that.
somebody close to me that reads or is into that type of material, sometimes it takes just a referral. You don't have to be actually into the material.
Is the
Yeah.
other
Why
arm
you doing
okay?
like this,
Now I'm
Cash?
genuinely concerned because it's like you leaning off to. Are you okay over there?
Huh? What are you
Are
talking
you
Can
about,
we
Cash?
see the
talking
other
about
hand?
me?
Yes.
You want to see both of my hands
Thank
because
you.
I
Jesus.
admitted to on the
Hand,
air a
hey,
fucking
hands up,
chronic.
don't shoot.
Look,
The
my
masturbation
hands
story.
are fine. My hands
Hands
are
up,
All
fine.
don't
right.
shoot. The masturbation story of Holly Rod.
Don't shoot.
Don't
Why do
shoot.
y'all got to do me like this?
Oh my
Week in and week
God. Right.
out.
Don't.
What
Oh
else
my
we got on
God.
the? What
Don't.
else we talking about for the new year?
Please, let's move on. Okay. What was like some of you guys' favorite like viral moments of 2021?
Hmm. I
Favorite.
will say this: it wasn't necessarily a favorite, but I am happy for Britney Spears and
Free
her
Britney.
conservatorship. Yeah, because I felt like she was a slave in her own life. So I'm happy for her. It's not one of my top viral moments, but I'm happy for Britney Spears, man. So shout out to her and the courts for allowing that to end.
I know I'm trying to think what was some ones. So let me throw out some. Okay, so we had the Gorilla Glue lady. That was this year. The Capitol, the whole Capitol
You know what? With
storming.
that Gorilla Glue, I'm so happy that she made a profit and did something with that. And there's so many people that knock her
She
for
got
that
her
shit.
body done. That's all
Yeah.
she did.
But no. She capitalized on that shit. Like she do hair products and shit. And it's so many times that white people.
What is you? Are you okay? What happened? What the fuck? All I hear is him choking in the
Right.
background.
How did the producer don't mute him? That's crazy. But yeah,
What's going on?
I'm happy that she capitalized off that, regardless of how we feel about it, because oftentimes we see white people that do the same shit. They get famous for doing
Yeah,
something stupid, but then they turn around, they make
even
money
dumber
off of
stuff.
it. But black people do it. It's like, oh, how the hell you gonna turn it into this? Like, be happy for her. Damn, she turned a tragedy into triumph. How can we can't cheer for
I
each
don't know if
other?
we're gonna go that far.
She
Tragedy to
did.
triumph.
Yeah, because
Okay,
That's a
so
little
look,
far.
she made money off of
I'm
it.
laughing. I'm laughing and I'm choking laughing because
You
wasn't there
stupid.
an update about this woman where she got that money from the GoFundMe, she went viral and all of that. Wasn't there an update where she ran out of money and her hair was falling out?
Yeah, she had. It was like
Yeah,
maybe
it
a
was
month
it was
ago where
something.
she did it again, where she said like she was coloring her hair, and that process like made her hair fall out. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
was
think at this
something.
point it's just trying to stay in the,
Stay
you
relevant.
know,
Yeah. I
yeah,
was
stay
more
in the
happy for
spotlight.
the initial process, not the dumb shit that keeps,
Yeah,
following. It's like New York when she was
Okay,
on Flavor of Love, and then after that, she just started doing dumb shit.
I
No.
miss Flavor
okay,
of
okay.
Love.
I can dig
There was
that.
some great moments from that show.
What else?
Let me
Fun.
see.
So what
Let's
else
see.
happened in this last year that
So
we want to
much.
highlight?
Was
I think we
tell
all thought this year was gonna be calm, and then it wasn't.
was
It's
was
showing the
the
fuck
tell
wasn't.
tell Steve Harvey that I don't want her? Was that this year when Future was telling his daughter that he
Yeah,
don't want her?
that was
Was that
this
this year?
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
City Boys up 20 points with that.
Really?
Lori Harvey.
Mm,
Yeah. City
yeah.
Boys up 20
Well,
points.
okay, so are the City
But he was
Boys really
already.
up
It
if
was already established that she didn't want him. So why does he get the
she
points
didn't
for
want
just for
him?
stating the obvious?
Because he put Steve Harvey's name in a rap and tell you, hey,
Oh,
I
okay.
I
don't want
think
her.
I think I think that was I think that was
No
real
one cares
lame
what you
because
think.
okay,
City Boys up 20 points with that. We're gonna add
cash,
additional 10
cash,
points.
I'm
Or
sorry. It was just random.
Stevie J asking Faith for spousal
Y'all
support.
down for that one.
Yeah,
Y'all
no, that's
down.
10 points
Y'all
more.
down bad for that.
Okay,
Nah, we
I
up.
Stevie
gotta agree
looked
with that, lady.
bad for that.
We
Come
up.
on, man.
We up 10 points for
Nah.
that.
No, Cash. I have to agree with that.
What?
That was a phenomenal breakthrough in the natural order of things for Stevie J.
Well,
I have
Dr.
to agree
Dre's
with that.
wife just got 100 million.
But
You
you
know
know
what? And
what?
I'm sick
They
of her
have
shit.
been
I'm
married
sick of her
30
shit.
years. They have been
Yeah,
married
it was
30
really a
years.
low ball offer.
Yeah.
To be
So
for real,
and he said
it was really a low
and
ball.
he paid her. He said, "Here you go. Get out my life. Get out my
What is
life."
that
Low
face? It was
ball.
a low ball. Yes, low ball
A
offer.
100 million, that's a low ball?
For you just said for as long as they were married. Come on, man. No, low ball.
Wow. See what I mean? See, hey, what I was talking about earlier about that marriage shit. This is look,
We
these
don't
mo
know what that woman went through. Y'all need to cut
I
it
don't
out.
give a shit what she
I
went through.
fully believe
I don't give a
that,
fuck
Okay,
what
so
she went
look,
through. She should have stayed.
before I give my comments on that, one of the
I don't own them.
commenters said, "All right, that's fine." One of the commenters said, "Have we looked up the definition of city boys?" I do want to answer that. I have looked up the definition of city boys, and I do understand that it's some gay shit. But my podcast staff, namely Rated Jerk,
Everything is
as
gay.
well as
At this
No
point,
matter
yeah,
what,
yeah. So
everything is gay.
you really can't do nothing these days without
Can't do
being called
nothing.
gay.
Everything
You
is
really
gay.
can't.
Come
Right?
on,
Ain't that
so
man.
I
right,
want to say
Holly?
this. No,
What you
it
want to
was
say?
gay when it was gay when I was in when it was the 90s. It really was gay. Cash, what
Well,
I
it
want
was
to say
never
this.
gay. Uh-huh.
Cash, what I want to say is this. Stevie J, that moment, being in the viral moments as far as 2021, that is kind of a win for niggas worldwide because of the fact that they weren't married for that long. Now I don't know if he's gonna get it,
He's not.
but at the same time, I don't agree with Dr. Dre's wife. Um, and you saying, well, I'm sure she went through some shit, as if the wife is the only person in a
So if
marriage
the
that
shoe
can
was on
go
the
through
other
some shit.
foot, so if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all wouldn't be celebrating if he would have got 100 million.
When you say shoe on the other foot, you talking about
If she would have
she
been the
was the
super
rich.
producer and he would have just been the
Right.
husband and they divorced and he got 100 million, y'all wouldn't be saying congrats to that man.
Yeah, I congratulated when Wendy Williams' husband got money off her.
Exactly. So I don't see the problem with me saying
I,
that,
I didn't I didn't feel like no I don't feel like there was any point at, I mean no problem at that. I just based on their marriage, them being married for so long, I wouldn't necessarily say that she kind of gained something off of that because that's typical America where the woman is always going to get spousal support. That's what I was saying. But when men get it, it's like, okay, yeah, we getting our lick back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So we
actually
can say
do.
hot boys
I
up,
feel
city
that.
boys. I don't know because I'm definitely not gay. I don't, we just basically we getting our lick back now. You know what I'm saying? Out of all this shit that's been happening to us, we getting our lick back. Babies coming back that ain't the daddy who they thought it was. We up.
Really?
Yeah,
This okay. I'm not gonna do that. Not
yeah.
tonight.
I feel that I'm not part of that crowd anymore, but I always will root from the sidelines, so
Oh,
to
you're
speak.
still a city boy.
No, I'm married now.
It doesn't
I
matter.
can't be a city boy.
Yeah, you can. You never stop being a
Why
city
doesn't
boy.
it matter? I thought you get that up when you get married.
Hmm.
Me being married. Okay, so what I think the city boys movement is about, Cash, is the same thing that the
Hmm.
city girls movement is about.
I
Scamming,
don't know what
trying
it
to get
is.
over on.
Explain it to me.
That's all it is. It's
It's
it's just
it's
a
scamming, trying to get
yeah.
over on a motherfucker. And what I'm saying
Um,
is I'm no longer part of that crowd. I'm not scamming or trying to get over on my wife. We in a partnership. So that's
You
why I'm
can't
saying
scam
I'm
and
Yeah,
get
because
not.
you
over
got your
on her.
allowance already,
Right,
so
she
you
got
ain't
your
even got to try to
allowance.
get over. Yeah,
you gotta ask her for
you
money.
get the money at the end of the week, so you ain't even got to scam no more.
So
You know what
City
I'm
Girls up 5 with that.
Y'all missed the whole fucking point. I'm sick of
Because
y'all
we was
shit,
waiting to get to
man.
that part of it. We didn't hear shit else you said. We was just trying to drop that whole allowance thing. I'm gonna be honest.
You know,
Ray might have listened.
this has been one of the best years in my opinion outside of COVID, man. This just has been a great year, and outside of
Really?
COVID and death, yeah. The weather in Kansas
Mm.
City has been wonderful.
Global warming? Are
Yeah,
we
whatever it's
counting that as
called.
a?
Yeah, whatever it's called. We ain't had no snow, no ice, so I'm appreciative of that. I don't like snow and
I
ice.
love how black people can
I
take a
feel like,
tragedy and be like,
yeah, I feel like
but
Yeah.
black-owned businesses are on the rise, and
definitely.
the
That's
not even
real.
just with the awards, just the recognition for us is there. The support, years ago, we wasn't there. You
It
know what I
was a
mean?
joke.
It wasn't
Yeah,
something that we took serious. So that's why I say 2021 was a great year, because I feel like we
I give you
are
that.
making them strides, those necessary strides. When you talk about generational wealth, you talk about people improving their credit scores, people tackling leaving those dead end jobs and branching out and doing things that they've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to as far as it being a great year finally for us.
I'm gonna say I will say that, like with the whole COVID thing and like being laid off from teaching and kind of being forced to kind of work for myself, kind of having to do the graphic design and photography full time. A couple of years ago, I would have kind of seen myself like completely fucked. It wouldn't have been an option at all. It wouldn't have been
Right.
something I would have been able to do. But like you said, this year it was possible. I don't know how the fuck I did it, how I pulled it off, but I did. So
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I just piggyback off that. The pandemic for a lot of folks was a blessing. And I'm not talking about those folks that were scamming, city boys and city girls that went and got the
PPP.
PPP loans and all that shit. Because I agree with that meme. I seen one of the memes that said one of my
I
biggest
disagree. Fuck
life
the government and
regrets.
scam them.
No. I felt like one of my biggest life regrets. I seen a meme that said one of my biggest life regrets was not getting a PPP loan. I feel like that, right? I really
Right.
do. I
Should have went for it, man.
if I could have figured out and had the guts to do something like that and come up like that, then that would have been tremendous. But I'm not talking about that crowd of folks that did that. I think a lot of folks have been blessed with the way that the world has changed over the last couple of years and taking advantage of that and found a way to still be successful. So I just piggyback off that because I'm one of those people that didn't have to scam to actually find a way. And shout out to all of us, man.
Holly. Officer Holly would never scam. We understand.
Right. You already know he's an informant.
That's what you wait. Right. Be quiet for a minute.
Oh,
Cash.
yes. Money if you nasty. Go ahead.
Ray is fucking with you when he say we already know, because this is why I'm so mad at myself. In any given other point of time in my life, I would have scammed the fucking government to get the PPP loan, and Ray know that.
What do they have to do with right now? Let's talk about right now, sir. You're an informant.
But he's comfortable right now, and he didn't have to do it because he has his weekly allowance.
Right. You're an
Comfortable
informant.
at home.
Oh,
He has his alcohol and his weed, and he can yell.
Right.
Look. I got my
He's settled into
PlayStation
being old
5
and weird,
in the
right?
background. I got everything I need. Listen, it ain't about that. It ain't about where I am in my household. You keep trying to bring that shit up, Cash. I'm sick of your shit. It ain't about that. What I'm saying is,
paging informant Holly.
That's me.
Holly
You know what? All right, fuck it. That's me. I'm reporting everybody. If I can lessen my jail time in any capacity.
From jail, nah. That's what you get.
I'm happy for everybody that got away. If people got away with the PPP loan, I'm happy for them because I done did my scams. I done got over on companies.
Do your thing,
that's
big
the
dog.
thing. I didn't scam us. I scammed those insurance companies. I got them rid of them. You know, so
It's
people,
different. I feel like
yeah,
that's different.
if they got over and they don't get caught, God bless you, because white motherfuckers is doing it every goddamn day.
Exactly.
So
And
just
they
for
got
the
over,
record,
so
Ray, just for the record, Ray and Cash, neither one of y'all scammed for any PPP loans, right?
I did not. No.
why would I say it on the air if I did? That being
Right.
informant.
Informant Holly.
Right, trying to get me
I,
caught up. Here you go.
I wanted to know because I damn sure was gonna snitch on both of you motherfuckers. Try to lessen my jail time.
She said, poor Holly Rod, y'all never let him talk. If y'all go back to the minutes, he talks more than anybody.
Anybody.
No, who is that saying that? Flo? Hey, Flo, shout out to Florencia Marie because she recognized what the fuck going on out here. Y'all be bullying me, man.
This format
Y'all
will be
just tried
changed.
to fucking put me off the show.
That won't be happening next week. You see that? They yelling. We getting rid of that shit.
So going in 2022, this will be the last show of the year of 2021. I must say, like I said before, I think 2021 was a great year. I think this show was definitely a success. People look forward to it. I hear a lot of people say they listen to it.
Next week is the last show.
Huh?
It's next week's the last show.
Of the year?
She's saying that this is the last show of 2021.
2021.
Oh, the season. Okay, the year, not the season. My bad.
Yeah, not the season. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want to confuse people.
Cash, are you drunk? Are you drunk? Have you had too much to drink tonight, Cash?
Well, in her defense, people could take that as this is the last episode altogether. So no,
I just wanted him to be clear.
For 2021, this is the last episode. So I'm happy that we have a great team with this show. We have everyone who actually does put in. There are no Hollywood acting people. When it comes to the show, no one feels like they're too big to come to the meetings and participate. So that's something I feel like we really escaped this season with no egos. You know what I mean? Yeah. We deal with that often, especially when you're dealing with people in this type of shit. You deal with that type of shit. But I'm appreciative for the cast members of being on this show, the producer doing a great job. I look forward to next season and also the new year.
Hey, man, I think 2022 is going to be a beautiful year for all of us, bro, just in our community in general. Ray the Jerk, bro, like you doing your thing, bro. We're preparing for next year's Kansas City People's Choice Awards. I think that 2022 is going to be a beautiful year for all of us, bro, and I just kind of echo off of that, bro. It's been a great fucking year as far as a calendar year. Just so Cash don't get on us again, we do have one more episode for this season next week, and that'll be the final episode for the season. But this will be the final episode for this year. And I think 2021 has been a crazy year, but I think that we all kind of fell on the positive side to be able to go into next year.
Cash, what do you think about 2021? Your personal life,
Like I said, it was a roller coaster of a year. I don't know how I made it through this year, but here I am standing at the end, ready for the next one. Yeah. That's about all I can do. My life is a little chaotic, but
yeah, it happens.
Prefer it that way. So.
It won't storm always. That sun's gonna come out, and when it do, you're gonna be on top shining.
That's right.
Is he back on his Kirk Franklin, Joel Osteen?
You can't be encouraging to me.
Right, I'm encouraging her. She just told us that she didn't have the best of years, and I'm encouraging her that next year is going to be looking up. And when that storm moves, God damn! But see what I mean, black folks.
Okay.
I was just trying to clarify.
Producer, give me off this motherfucking show. Get me off this motherfucking show, producer.
Wait.
Cash.